Hello and welcome to an AI Producer tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to use our AI-generated on-camera presenter bots for mock productions or rehearsals. If you have watched some of my live production tutorials, you'll know that I don't ever use real people. I use these AI-generated bots instead, and I use them quite often, especially when I want to rehearse a production, for example, and don't want to inconvenience up to 7 of my colleagues to take time out of their day to join me. As you will see in this tutorial, these bots are very helpful tools that can help you get much more acquainted with AI Producer and run as many mock productions as you want without having to invite real people to the meeting. All you have to do is invite the bots to the presenter meeting, and they will show up to that meeting as regular participants, and their audio will be muted. They really are a great tool to run a mock production or rehearsal. So let's get into it. The first step in using the bots is to invite them to your Teams meeting. I'll create a new Teams meeting, which will be my presenter meeting, and I'll name this one Bots Tutorial. I'm going to invite all 7 bots that we have available. All you need to do is invite them. I'll start with Emma Smith, Chloe Johnson, Tom Richards, Bill Simpson, Lynn Bradley, Grace Lee, and Mark Thompson. Now, so that I don't have to admit them into the meeting later, I usually go into meeting options, and under meeting access, I change who can bypass the lobby to everyone. But some organizations will not allow this, so please note that if you do not change this to everyone, you will need to admit each of the bots into the meeting once you hit prepare. Okay, so as always, I will hit send, then open the meeting back up to add AI Producer. Hit the Apps button, select AI Producer, hit Save, and now I can set up the production. Open the AI Producer app back up. I double check that I'm in the correct profile, which I am. Then I select Broadcast, and I'm going to use a rundown template that I created for this tutorial. It's called Bots Rundown, so I'll select it. Then click Next, and now I'm into the presenter settings. I will go ahead and select all 7 of the bots as my presenters, since they will all be appearing on screen. And now I'm going to quickly show you a few seconds of what each bot looks like with their name overlay, so you can see all 7 different options. Here is Emma Smith, Chloe Johnson, Tom Richards, Bill Simpson, Lynn Bradley, Grace Lee, and Mark Thompson. And now back to the settings. Now, everyone will have a different preference here in terms of name overlays. I will leave them as is for this tutorial, but you may want to rename them. For example, if you are rehearsing a real production and you want to put in the names of the actual presenters. Of course, right here, you could turn off the automated name overlays. Here, you would set your event start time for the countdown overlay, and here you could enable the AI Producer Q&A. I'll click Next, and now I can start assigning the bots to the segments. I have 2 segments in this rundown, and in the first segment, I will select 4 of them to be in this manual mode segment, which is a talk show 4-split. I'll select Emma Smith, Chloe Johnson, Tom Richards, and Bill Simpson. Segment 2 is also a manual mode segment, but with 3 presenters, so I will select Lynn Bradley, Grace Lee, and Mark Thompson. And remember, you can change their position by dragging and dropping right here. Okay, so I'm going to click Next now, and you'll see that OneDrive is selected by default in the destination settings, and I will leave it as is for this tutorial, but of course you could also select any of these destinations up here. I'll click Next, then Save. Okay, so my production with the bots is all set up, and now I'm going to show you a screen recording of the entire process, starting with me joining that meeting. So here I am joining that meeting, and the first thing I do is click on the AI Producer app, which will open up the AI Producer control panel. And the next thing I need to do is hit prepare, which will get the production going, trigger the starting soon bumper, and invite the bots into the meeting. I'm just going to speed the footage up a bit here as the bots join. Now, the bots will start to show up to the meeting, but as I mentioned earlier, you may need to admit all of them depending on your settings. And now that they have all joined the meeting, I'm going to open up the control room and run the production from there. Okay, so now I hit start broadcast, and you will see that 4-split talk show layout with the first 4 bots appearing in the preview monitor. And since this is a manual mode segment, I am already in manual mode. So I'll change the layout a few times manually here before I switch to the next segment. Now I will start the next segment, and you will see the remaining 3 bots in that talk show 3-split. As you can see, you can treat this like you would a real production and click around in manual mode all you want. Now I could activate the AI mode right here, but as I mentioned earlier, the bots do not have audio, so the AI mode would not function as it would in a real production, so I won't activate it right now. So now I will end the event, and then I will end the Teams meeting for everyone. So there you have it. That's everything you need to know about the presenter bots and how to use them in your rehearsals or mock productions. If you are interested in learning more about how to set up and run productions with AI Producer, be sure to check out all of the other tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.